Hello everybody, today I'm going to do what's in my glossy box. This is the January one and I really like the colour. It's like bright pink and this is because it's the it's meant to be for like Valentine's Day. So I really like the colour. I quite like that they do change the colours. Normally it's like a light pink colour. Then for Christmas they did a red, like a dark red one. And then for Valentine's Day they've done a hot pink one. So I think that's quite cool. So I'm assuming they're just going to go back to the light pink. There was a really big hype surrounding this box. I am impressed with everything I got in it. But I just thought that there was like a really big hype around it. Maybe that's because I follow them on Facebook and I follow them on Twitter. So maybe that's why, because I follow them, I see how much they're hyping the box up. And yeah, I was impressed with everything I've got, but I do think it's kind of like a case of like, I don't want it to be hyped up. I just want to, I want to say, like, them to say when it's going to be dispatched, everything, and then to get my box and be excited about what I'm going to get in it. Because I think if you hype things up, then there's a risk of people being disappointed, if that makes sense. I think the more and more you say about something, then like the more chance that people are going to be disappointed, because they're like, oh, it's all been really, really hyped up and this is what I've got. But I'd say that hasn't been the case for me. I was quite impressed with everything I've got, but I just think that when they hype things, I think there is a risk of it kind of backfiring on them. But anyway, enough of my little rant there. I was quite impressed at how the box was presented. It had its little tie, but it also had like a little heart sticker to cover up, to like stick the packaging together. So I thought that was quite nice. And also the little card that tells you about the products was also had some roses on for Valentine's Day. I was a little bit disappointed with this card. Normally on the cards you get told quite a lot about the product, and I didn't think that you did with this one. I was a little bit disappointed with it, but I'll explain more of that as I go along. So the first thing I got in my box was the Clarins Extra Firming Day Cream. It just looks like that. So I was quite excited when I picked this up out of my box, and it's got for all skin types, so that's good. And then on here it's got infusing skin with firming benefits that are immediate and long lasting. Now normally it says like what it does and when to use it, how to use it, and just things like that, but that's all it says about it. And I was a little bit like, oh right, okay, that's quite like a bland description of what it does. So I was a little bit disappointed with that, but I'm quite excited about using this because I don't think I've used any Clarins products. No, I'm sure, I don't ever remember it, so I'm assuming I haven't. Oh. So yeah, so I'm quite excited about using this. I just wish that it gave a little bit more of like a description of what to do with it. So yeah, that's another thing that I was a little bit. But anyway, it just looks like this, and it feels really soft. It's got kind of a scent to it, but nothing too strong. It just smells of like a really creamy smell, if that makes sense, what creams smell of. And it's just got a little tiny hint of a scent to it, but it's nothing really, really strong. It feels really nice on my skin, so I'm looking forward to using that. Also, things like this, I quite like obviously like little samples of things, because I said in my other video I'm going to New York in September. Things like this would be really good for me to just take this instead of taking like my normal sort of face stuff. I would just take a sample, use this, and then throw it away when it's finished. So things like this are quite handy. And then to go with that, I then got the Extra Firming Night Cream from Clarins. So these two go together in like a pair. And this just says Clarins Intensive Nighttime Skin Renewal Complex. So again, that's quite really like, well, do I put it on after I've cleansed? Do I put it on after I've done, like after I've washed my face? Do I do this? Do I do that? It's a little bit, I just found it was a little bit bland. I was like, I like reading about the products, being like, oh right, okay, that's what it does. This is how you use it, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know whether that's just because they're cutting down or, I don't know. But, oh, this one's sealed. This one's sealed, but this one isn't. That's a bit strange, unless this one's come off in the lid. No, that one's not sealed. That's odd. I would have thought them being the same things, they both would have been sealed, but never mind. That's how I prefer it when it's sealed, because you know that nothing could have got in there and no one's fiddled with it. But, and this one is just a bit of a lighter colour than the other one, and it's got the same scent to it. And again, it does feel really nice on the skin. It makes your skin feel really smooth. Yeah, it's got the same sort of scent to it as the other one. So I am quite excited about using both of them. This one, the Extra Firming Day Cream, is £46.50 for a 50ml. You get it in like a tub, and this one's 15ml. So it doesn't look like you get overly much more than what's in this. This is 50ml, and then you'll get 50. So it might last quite a while, because this would definitely get me through like quite a few days, because you probably only need to use like a little bit of it. So it probably would last a little while in like a 50ml pot. But I just think for like £46.50, that's nearly £50. That's like £10 for every 10. That's quite a lot of money, I think. So it'd have to be something great for me to pay that. And then this one, the night one, this is £48 for the same size. I don't know why that's more money. If it's meant to do generally the same thing, I don't know. But yeah, I still think that's quite expensive. It hasn't actually got any money off code for it on either of them, which I think's a little bit tight of them. I think if you're gonna give these out in a glossy box, then it should at least come with a bit of a coupon code that you can buy them if you wanted to. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. The next thing I got was this, and this is the First & Beauty the Fab Body Moisturiser. It's a daily treatment with Fab Antioxidant Booster, and it's got to use nourish the skin, relieve dryness, lock in moisture, safe for sensitive skin. And this is a shower gel, or a gentle body wash as they've called it on here. First of all, I was a bit like, with the last glossy box, what I got anyway, the shower gel, I think it was the Rituals one, I think. Yeah, I think it was a Ritual one, and that was a full size one. So I was a little bit like, oh, so again, for this box, I got another body wash. But then again, this would be good as well to take to New York, because then I could use this and then throw it away. So there's pros and cons to it. It says it's fragrance free and it's allergy tested. And then it's got directions. Smooth over skin once or twice a day or as needed. Use immediately after bathing to lock in moisture. So this says it's a body wash, but this says on here it says the ultimate travel companion for all skin types that provide irritant free cleansing and hydration. But on here it says use immediately after bathing to lock in moisture, so it doesn't sound like it's actually a body wash. On here it says body moisturiser, but then on here, if you can see, it actually says this one here. I don't know if that's going to focus. It says gentle body wash, so that's a little bit confusing. So maybe I won't be able to take this to New York as a body wash because it's not a body wash, so that makes sense. And again, it just smells creamy. It says it's fragrance free and it just smells creamy, so I suppose I could take that as a moisturiser. But yeah, so, and the full size of this would be £10, which is 226.8 grams is a full size, and this one is 56.7 grams. So I suppose you'd get quite a big one for £10. And I think I have seen this. I think it's either in like Superdrug or Boots or something. I'm sure I've seen this on the shelf. I've never used it before. Oh yeah, Boots. It says visit boots.com for full view of the range. So again, there's no coupon code, but you can go to Boots. The next thing I got was this. This is what jumped out at me because I was like, oh, it's a big box. It looks like a full-size product. And it's the Ico Skinny Eyeliner. And it's light and gentle. And it says it's called Midnight Blue. And this is what it looks like. I was a bit like, that's rather odd packaging, because this isn't actually, the pencil light stops here, so you've got all this, it's not actually pencil, so I did think that was a bit odd. And it says it's did I say it said it's Midnight Blue? Yeah, it looks quite black to me, but let's try it out. Oh no, it does come out. I have used this on my eyes and it did look like it came out black, but I've just used this on my hand and it does look like blue. So whether because that's a big swatch, if you do a little swatch, no, it does come out. It looked black when I did it on my eyes, but maybe that's just because it was a little swatch, but it does look blue on the hands. I did find that it's not, I don't find it very soft. But then maybe that's why it gives like a more defined look if you sharpen it and it's not too soft. It does look like it smudges out quite well. I've just done that. It does look like it smudges out quite well. So that would be handy if you wanted to smudge it. Yeah. So that's that. So it's got, get a handle of your eyeliner for a precise definition and intense colour with long-lasting finish. And the full size of this is £9.50. That sounds quite good. However, I think for only like that much pencil, like £10 does seem quite a lot when I know obviously like MAC one is not like a drugstore brand, but the MAC ones you get like a full-size pencil and I think they're only like, are they £12 or is it more, is it like, I can't remember how much they are now, or it's either like £12 to £16, I can't remember, and you just get like a whole pencil. Like look, you get a whole pencil. So I just think for like a few pound more you can get a whole pencil rather than kind of half a pencil. I don't know, maybe that is a good deal, I don't know. Yeah, it all depends what you want. If you want something that's obviously cheaper and you don't know if you'd use a whole pencil like the MAC one, then yeah, fair enough, that would be a good one. But I just don't get this bit. Whether that's just meant to be part of the packaging and to make it look good, I don't know. But I'd rather have had a whole pencil rather than this bit on the end. And then the last thing I got was the Murad Skin Perfecting Primer. And it looks like this, and it comes in like a pump, which I think is really good. And this oil-free primer ignites a radiant glow powered by light enhancing minerals. Now I have actually used this. I've only used it once, and I put it under my foundation, and I didn't notice like an overly like, wow, that's amazing, but I have only used it once. Maybe if I use it more. I was quite surprised because it comes out in like a bit of a colour, because normally you get like a primer that's either clear or it comes in like a creamy colour, but this actually comes with kind of a tint to it, and I was quite surprised about that. And I think it does go on. Obviously that's not rubbed in, but that's what it looks like. So if you rub it in, it does kind of give a little bit of a tint. So maybe if you were light skinned, maybe you could get away with just that. I don't know. I don't know how well it would come off like all over, but it does give a slight tint. It just smells creamy. It hasn't really got much of a scent to it, which is good. So it does kind of give a light tint. So maybe if you didn't need much coverage and you did just want a slight colour, maybe you could just get away with just using one of them. But I don't know. It looks, on here it says, every day after moisturising, blend evenly over face and neck. So I think this is quite a good little product. The full size is 30ml, and this is 5ml, and the full size is 30ml, and it's £29, which is quite expensive. But it does say here to get for 33% off, visit the Morad and enter the code Glossy Box and all that. So you do actually get 33% off of this if you buy the full one. So I think that's quite good. For the Ico, you get a free gift if you enter Glossy in the comments box if you buy one of these, or if you buy a product from Ico. So that's quite good. Like I say, I was a bit disappointed with the Clarins and the Fab moisturiser that you don't get any coupon code or anything off. That's a little bit, I think, tight. I think that's a bit, if you're going to get the products, you should at least get something off if you wanted to buy them. And you then got a sweet in it, which I thought was quite cool. It's pink, obviously, for Valentine's Day. It's got a heart in, and it actually says Glossy Box. It's kind of like a rock sweet. So that was quite cool, and that's all I got in my Glossy Box. So I know I probably just ranted and raved and moaned all the way through that, but I am impressed with what I've got. Don't get me wrong, I do think what I got was really good. I like the primers. These are the sort of things that I like. I like trying, because I wouldn't normally try this, so these are the sort of things that I like in my box because it's something else to try. And yeah, I haven't tried the Clarins, but I don't think I would pay like nearly £50 for each of these. So that's like £100 for like 2 tubs of creams. I think I'll just stick with my normal skincare range because I think that's really expensive. This, when I finally figured out what it's actually for, yeah, I am quite pleased I got this. I can take this to New York with me for my body moisturiser, so that it does come in quite handy, sample sizes of things like this. The Ico pencil, nah, I've got loads of eyeliners, so yep, I've got that and I will use it, but I could have done without it really. But yeah, so I'm impressed with this box. So I am still pleased that I get it. I think the boxes have got better. I do feel that sometimes you get some things and you're like, well, I've already had one of them in a box before, do I really need another one? But it's obviously just what comes with the box and just things like that really. But no, like I say, I was really impressed with this. I hope this gets better again. And oh, I've got pins and needles. I hope this gets better again because I just think that the lack of information's a little bit naff really, and some of the, and three out of the 5 products not having a coupon code I think is a little bit rubbish as well. So yeah, that's my Glossy Box, that's my January Glossy Box, and I'm sorry if this video went on for ages and if you think I've ranted and moaned about all of it, but like I say, I am pleased with what I've got, and I'm excited about seeing what everyone else got, see if they got anything different. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.